Hi, just checking that this is recording because I'm not entirely certain that it is. I can't see anywhere that it says it is, so forgive me. I'll have to just check. Well, I have to assume it is. So anyway, good morning. My name is Beverly Sankey, and I am an independent consultant and an area manager with Arbonne International. Arbonne's a 36-year-old company, health and wellness, and is primarily all things that you don't want to experience in your everyday products. We have products that are without parabens, are vegan, essentially. That's the most important thing. And basically don't contain any nasty chemicals. So if you're concerned about your health and you're concerned about what you consume and the toxins that you take on board, and also the toxins you put onto your body, which will be absorbed through your skin into your body, etc., then obviously you need to take a look at Arbonne. I started my Arbonne business about 4 years ago, and I can honestly say that it's the best thing that ever happened to me. The business is incredible, the people are incredible, and the products obviously are, amazing. So whenever you come across an Arbonne person, you probably think, oh my God, they're on another planet. They're so passionate about what they do. They're so passionate about the products. It's totally because the products are absolutely amazing. They make you feel good. You end up with this, like what we call an Arbonne glow. You walk into a room full of people, and somebody said to me the other day, it's like coming across a load of people on Stepford Wives. It's not because we've all got expensive clothing, because we haven't. A lot of us shop in Primark, in Primani, and we just want to look good and feel good, and these products help you to do that. So I'd like to ask you a question. If you can change one thing about your health, what would it be? We combine science within our products with 100% botanically based ingredients. It's fully vegan certified, which is really difficult to obtain. A lot of the products now are kosher as well. That's something else, which is really important. The Essentials nutritional products are the best on the market. They're luxury, they're ultra premium in quality, but they're at wholesale prices. So what's your goal? Is it weight management? Is it fitness, healthy living? What is it you want to actually achieve with your health? Excuse me. So whether you want to fit into your favorite jeans or you feel better about your body, the 30-day Feeling Fit plan can be customized to help you achieve your goals. With no cholesterol, trans fats, or animal products, they are gluten-free, so ideal for celiacs. They're whey and lactose dairy-free, which is really important for me. When I came across these protein shakes, I couldn't believe it. I could actually drink them without feeling sick, and actually couldn't actually use to get them down my throat, and I could never understand why. For anybody who's got any kind of lactose intolerance, then these products are an absolute dream. So if your goal may be to train for a race, fill out your physique, increase your physical activity, or purely lead a healthier life, Arbonne Essentials products can offer a range of products to supplement your regime. Their vegan, gluten-free formulas help you to make better choices every day. So if you are a bodybuilder or a fitness trainer, you're probably using a whey protein shake. There are good quality whey protein shakes, apparently, and there are also bad ones. But one of the things that you need to consider is that if you're taking these protein shakes every day, 30% or 25 to 30% of the whey protein cannot be absorbed. So you're putting your liver and your kidney under a massive amount of strain, because your body has to offload that during and through the waste process. So this is where you hear about people who use protein shakes constantly get into trouble with their health. So it's not something that I would necessarily, want to even go anywhere near. Whey, I know, is because I've got a cheese allergy, serious cheese allergy. I've known for years that whey is a waste product of the cheese making industry. So, it's used to bulk out stuff to make it cheaper. Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to eat that? So anyway, that's just my own personal passion, being an anti-cheese person. So the 30-day Feeling Fit plan is designed to give you advice as well as all of the products that you need to get started on the path to achieving your goals, whether they be weight management, getting in shape, or simply living healthier every day. The Arbonne Essentials Guide provides you with the framework to get started and to stay on track as well. And it helps to answer any questions that you have along the way. Now, there is this little booklet called the Arbonne 30 Days to Healthy Living and Beyond Support Guide. And in there, you get this when you order your products. So you can get what's known as an ASVP range of the essentials products, which is a 40% discount. And it gives you 30 days supply of all the nutritional products within the range that you're going to need to actually go through with the 30 Days to Healthy Living and Beyond plan. It's a fantastic little booklet, and in addition to this, the focus areas, Arbonne Nutritionals, the foods, healthy eating and cooking, and exercise. Tells you a little bit about all of the products within the range. There are other products such as Greens Balance, which I recommend people have when they join up because you get a free gift. So you're offered a free gift from a range of products from a list, and I would really recommend that you go for the Greens Balance, because it makes getting healthy easy, because it's got a spectrum of proprietary colour blends of whole fruit and vegetable powder concentrates, delivering phytonutrients and fibre that you need to have a more balanced, healthier diet every day. It's derived from fruits and vegetables, it's non-allergenic, and 1 serving of fruits and vegetables per scoop supports healthy acid and alkaline pH balance. Now, for those of you that are not aware, the Western diet is incredibly acidic creating. So we eat a lot of meat, we eat a lot of processed food. I say we, I don't anymore, but I used to. And that means that our bodies are really acidic. In 1931, somebody whose name escapes me was given the Nobel Peace Prize? No, Nobel Prize. You can tell I'm not very good at this, can't you? Was given the Nobel Prize for discovering the fact that cancer and other diseases cannot survive in an alkaline state body. So what we're trying to achieve in this plan is to actually alkalinize your body on a daily basis. And the Greens Balance will certainly help you to do that. In addition, the Energy Fizz Sticks that we have will also help you to do that. The Energy Fizz Sticks support energy with a powerful blend that contains niacin, riboflavin, vitamin B6, vitamin B12, and pantothenic acid, which contributes to normal energy-yielding metabolism and a reduction of tiredness and fatigue. Pantothenic acid also contributes to normal mental performance. There's less than 1 gram of sugar in each of these, as opposed to, I think it's 17 grams of sugar in a Coke. There's no artificial colours, flavours or sweeteners. You get 30 sticks in a pack, so obviously you can have 1 a day. You can have up to 3 of these a day, and you can completely wipe out coffee, which is an artificial caffeine, processed caffeine, which messes with your hormones big time. Now, I'm not going to go through the products because they're all in this little book. So if you would like me to send you an email with a copy of this little booklet, then just let me know and I'll ping a copy over to you. And you can see what it's all about. Because a lot of people have said to me, look, I don't have £203 to spend on supplements. I haven't even got enough money to pay my bills. And I completely get that. And, obviously, if that's the case, there's some issues that you need to resolve. It could be that, therefore, you've got more time on your hands. This plan is designed to help people who are incredibly busy, who cannot easily, they think, prepare food, prepare meals that are energy giving. Now, there are plenty of recipes within this plan that will help you to do that. There's meal plans, there's day planners, there's all sorts of things that you can do. Yeah, a can of cola actually is 39 grams and 140 calories. You get the equivalent energy from an Arbonne Energy Fizz Stick, which is 1 gram of sugar and 13 calories. So a huge difference. Even your cup of fruit juice that you probably think is really good for you is 21 grams of sugar and 112 calories. A blended coffee beverage, probably something like Starbucks, or I do think actually, yeah, no, this is probably correct. So like a Costa Coffee or a Starbucks is 51 grams of sugar and it's 240 calories. Can you believe that? And it costs you a minimum of £2.75. I think the smaller size or the regular is £2.70, something like that. And look what calories you're taking in. 240 useless calories. There is no benefit in that whatsoever. So anyway, so we talk about healthy snack options, healthy beverage options. You can have a herbal infusion blend tea, which is going to get your liver and your kidney working first thing in the morning, and you can add a little bit of the Energy Fizz Stick. We call that a tizzy, and it is really invigorating. And if you start off at 7 a.m. with that, or again, if you can't afford that, then you can revert to your own drink, which basically is hot water, a slice of lemon, a slice of ginger, and if you want and you need the sweetness to start off with, you could add a little bit of honey. But essentially, also, if you can get used to it, apple cider vinegar is fantastic. Just a teaspoon of that into there, and that will alkalinize you. And that does that from the minute you wake up. So that's a really good start. So let's have a look. The chocolate bar, we've got the fruit bars. They're actually in addition to the ASVP, but you can buy a box of those. I think there's 24 in a box, or is it 12? Sorry. They contain organic quinoa, they're pumpkin seeds, and they're gluten-free. They come in chocolate and they come in fruit as well. They've got 9 grams of protein in those. Fat is 4.5, cholesterol 0, calories 170. It says 10 grams of protein here, but I thought it was 9. And then there's fibre as well, 4 grams and 3 grams in the fruit. It's quite interesting. But you can also make your own chocolate brownies using the chocolate protein shake, which is within the 30-day plan. So many healthy and delicious foods are naturally gluten-free. And many grains and starches can be part of a gluten-free diet. It gives you a whole list of things that you can eat and things that you should restrict, such as beer. Let's run through a few of these commonplace ones. Beer, breads, cakes and pies, cereals, cookies, crackers, croutons, crisps, imitation meat or seafood, pasta, processed luncheon meats, processed ham, salad dressings, sauces, including soy sauce, seasoned rice mixes, seasoned snack foods such as potato and tortilla chips, soups and soup bases, vegetables in sauce. So a lot of those are going to contain gluten, unless they're labelled gluten-free, obviously. So you want to be looking for everything that says gluten-free, but be aware that certain grains, such as oats, can be contaminated with wheat during the growing and processing stages of production. So for this reason, doctors and dietitians generally recommend avoiding oats unless they are specifically labelled gluten-free. Now, I'm a big fan of oats. I think that's the best breakfast that you can have. You add antioxidant fruits such as blueberries, maybe some raspberries, blackberries, and you're really good to go. It's a slow burn, slow release energy source, and so therefore will get you through to your snack period, where you can probably have one of your protein shakes. Within the ASVP pack, you will get 2 bags of the protein. You can have a chocolate bag and you can have the vanilla. You can also choose a skew which will give you 2 chocolate if you fancy that. But if you've got the vanilla, it's going to give you a lot more opportunity to actually mix in fruit and vegetables and blend your own protein shakes. You can add kale, all sorts of things, avocado, you can add almond butter, all great sources of good fat, because obviously we do need fat in the diet. It talks to you about phytosport, which is for people who are like wanting to step up their exercise regime, on the plan they do recommend at least 20 minutes of exercise every day to oxygenate your body, at least. So if you're a sports person, these Vitasport products are banned substance control group approved and also have now got Informed Sports approval in the UK. You've got 3 products: Prepare and Endure, Complete Hydration, and the After Workout, which you can add to your protein shake, which will really help to restore your muscle function and the protein synthesis. Also contains B12 to support a reduction of tiredness and fatigue. Now, I went to a convention recently, an all-day convention at Loughborough University, all about B12 deficiency. It was a real eye-opener. So please, especially if you're vegan, take time to make sure you're getting a good source of vitamin B12. It is so important. So you can also, on the plan, take up meal replacement as opposed to protein. The difference is that the government insists on a certain set of criteria when you call in something a meal replacement. So some people might actually want to use this as a meal replacement, and they might actually need the extra components, which are potassium, phosphorus, and increased sugar. But the sugar is from raw cane. So it's a slow release sugar, and it's going to mean that your blood sugar levels are going to be kept evenly balanced throughout the day. So it's a real plus to actually have the raw cane sugar within the Arbonne protein shakes. Most people, however, if they want to lose weight and they want to get fit and they want to do it within the 30 days, are going to just go straight for the protein shakes. So that is a choice which you need to discuss with myself or whomsoever is advising you within within the plan, within Arbonne. So you've got to have confidence. You must believe in yourself. You've got to realise that you're in control of your future. You need to set goals. Without a target, you've got nothing to aim for. And your new tomorrow starts today. So the only way to succeed is to keep trying again and again. A new day brings a new beginning. You can't conquer life from your couch. That's a good one. And also break out of your comfort zone. So, if you're going to be able to do this and be a positive example for others, small steps make a big difference. So just start it. You've got nothing to lose. This program will cost you about £6.50 a day if you're a preferred client. Now, most people I speak to, especially guys, will say they spend between £4 and £8, some as much as £12 a day on food throughout the day. And you can bet that the majority of that food is quick fix, sugar rushes, it's going to be carbs, it's going to be sugar drinks, it's going to be everything that is like literally setting you on the path to disaster. So, why can't I get all the nutrients I need from food? The Food Standard Agency recommends adding dietary supplements for optimal health due to the high caloric intake that would be required in order to get all the nutrients needed for optimal daily health. So additionally, because many people have busy lifestyles, it can be difficult to eat in such a way as to ensure consumption of all the required nutrients. So essentially, that is the problem. So here we have look, this is the 3rd of January group, which starts today. It's called the 3rd of January Healthy Eating Support Group. And if you're added to this group because you bought your ASVP and you're ready to start, then you will have access to all of this support. Now, this video here is absolutely fantastic, and I'm going to run through a few of the slides for you, hopefully.
Hi everyone, my name is Andrew Samuel and I'm an independent consultant and national vice president with this incredible company Arbonne, and thank you for taking the time to listen to what this is all about, what the 30 days to healthy living and beyond plan, the 30-day plan that we want to take you on a journey to learn more about it so that you understand it and see if it's something that you actually want to be a part of. So I'm just going to get going straight away. Before we do that, though, I just want to give you a little bit of background of myself. I've been involved with Arbonne now for about 4 years. Absolutely love this business and everything that it represents. I run my business alongside my beautiful wife, Tamlin Samuel. And for us, you know, this Arbonne particularly has just been all about education. You know, the things that we've learned over the last 4 years about the foods that we're actually eating, the skincare products that we actually use, and has been actually quite phenomenal. But this particular program, which you're going to learn about now, has opened our eyes up to so much about how we're actually living our lives, the foods that we're actually eating, the toxins that are in our bodies. And you know what, I'm quite passionate. I didn't realize I had a passion for this until I actually got involved and actually started to learn what our products were all about and why it's so important for you to really be aware of the foods that you're digesting, because at the end of the day, we all want to feel fantastic. We all want to have great energy. We all want to think clearly. That, above all else, is the biggest thing that I've taken away from doing the 30-day challenge myself. I'm very eager to get going again, and I'm very eager to share with you everything that I've learned in my whole experience with Arbonne and actually with this 30-day plan. So what are you going to expect with this plan? So 30 days to actually jumpstart a healthier you. A lot of you will be listening to or watching this video right now just wanting to feel a lot better, to have more energy, to wake up in the morning and jump out of bed. And you know, if you follow this plan the right way, follow our instruction, you will definitely feel that by the end of the 30 days, so if not even sooner. So our intention is for you all to make lifestyle changes, not only for you, but also for your family. The things that you're actually going to learn over the next 30 days will, as I said, as it did for me, and most importantly for my wife as well, it opened our eyes to what effects food and diet we're actually having to our bodies, to the way that we were thinking and feeling about ourselves. So it's important to mention that this is definitely not a diet. It's not a fad diet. It's not a rapid weight loss program. Many people do this plan for a number of different reasons. I was not looking to lose weight, but that is something, as you will experience, a lot of people will have from this. It may not happen straight away, but it will happen over time. But for me, it's more about the healthy eating, the more balanced nutrition that I was actually looking for, and that might be the same for you as well. So this plan will reveal the foods in your current diet which are actually sabotaging your health. It's all about removing and eliminating, if I get that word out, toxins, unnecessary toxins in your body, because the toxins are actually what block things up. And I've got a great analogy I'll explain later on, which paints that picture really well of what's actually happening in your body. So there's going to be no counting calories. You can, breathe a sigh of relief there. We're not going to be saying you need to have X amount here, X amount there. There's none of that. We do, of course, suggest, as always, light exercise. That can be anything from walking, the dog, or anything at all, but it's absolutely not required, especially for these 30 days, because essentially, if you are feeling sluggish, not clear-headed, it requires energy to exercise. And a lot of times it's because of our actual diets, because of the toxins we have in our body, that we don't have that motivation and that inspiration to jump out and actually exercise. It starts with the food that you're eating to get your energy, to get your motivation. And what you'll find over time then is that you'll want to go out there and go for a walk. You'll want to go for a run. You'll want to do so many different things because you'll actually have the energy.
Okay, so that explains the introduction basically to the plan. And that is a fantastic video by Andrew, which I can send to you. And if you're a consultant on here, then obviously this is a video that you can send to people who are interested in the 30-day plan. So the purpose of my video is to basically explain to both new people who potentially want to go and start the plan what it's all about, but also to the people within my team as well, as to how they can help other people to enjoy this plan. So first of all, this group started on the 3rd of Jan, as in today, but it started a week ago for preparation. So it was all about, if you scroll to the bottom of this page, you will find all sorts of input, different things. There is the way that you need to start to do your profile. You need to do your measurements, your weight, your waist and hips photo, and then you've got various different protein shakes that people have added on there. You've got a meal plan here by Ali Groves, which is fantastic. Laura de la Harpe is a nutritionist. She actually has a slot on Radio 4. We've got some fantastic people that are going to be offering up advice within this group. So, yeah, you've got all sorts here. You can download a meal planner, which you can use to fill out. Here's a few testimonials. This is a person who's already done the 30 days. I mean, serious difference here. And obviously here, this is where you're going to notice a lot of the difference. Same with this guy here, before and after, just, generally shaving off about a stone in weight probably by the end of the 30 days. And then obviously if you continue, you're going to see another half stone go pretty quick. Because it's about education, you're not going to revert back to the foodstuffs that you were eating before, because you're just going to see it in a completely different way. You're actually going to be horrified, to be perfectly honest, what you did used to eat. So this is people asking, can we have this? Can we eat this? Can we not? The point of the 7-day prep group is to actually help people to get rid of the rubbish that's in their cupboards and to go out and shop and buy the things that you need to eat. So, in other words, no more bags of crisps. You're going to be snacking on almond nuts or other nuts or whatever else you want to snack on. It gives you a list of what those possibilities can be. So we're going to have a slot from our consultant, who's a personal trainer, who's going to do his little videos, hopefully each day, if not every other day. Articles about sugar, problems with alkalinity. Here's a meal plan for the week. So you've got a huge amount of resource here to help you with it. Now, for consultants, basically, consultants have access to this 30 Days to Healthy Living consultant resources page for the 30 Days Healthy Living and Beyond plan. Coming back to the PC page, it will be every 2 weeks. So there's a new group starting on the 16th of January. And as I said, the 7-day pre-group will be before that, so that you can put your PCs onto this plan. Or if you're a PC looking at this video now, you know that there's going to be a 7-day build up to you starting the 30 days. So you're not on your own at all. You can tune in every day. You can take, a huge amount of resources away with you. But for the consultants, this is the resource group. So there are videos on here that you should be looking at. First of all, the prospect video, as we call it, which is the first one that Andrew just introduced, which is the one that you can send to people via social media. You can send it by email if needs be. And you can explain to them why they need to buy the ASVP, because it'll take 3 to 5 working days for it to be delivered. So they do need to be prepared and ready to start on the 16th. So this is a support group. There's the video that I was just speaking about. This is also a fantastic little ditty video, which you can actually send out to prospects as well. If my thought as much, I'm on the wrong thingy, so bear with me. Okay, so this should go now. This is fantastic. It's like really energetic. Well, it is if I can play it. Okay, I might come back to that one. Somebody sharing her experiences. Now let's try this one. Yeah. So that one is another tool that you can use on social media, basically, to reach out to people and say, does this look of any interest to you? It will attract people to ask questions. Let's have a look. Then further down somewhere, right down in this support group, you're going to find 2 key videos right at the bottom, which you do need to watch. They're by Andrew Samuel again, and they are really, really informative. So Ali Grooves started this on the 16th of December and has been adding into the top of the page lots of files. Now, this is a fantastic list of foodstuffs to avoid and eliminate. Things on the right you can include, like almond, coconut and flax milk, brown rice, raw almonds, almond butter, coconut sugar, stevia is a great one. If you're going to have a sugar replacement, then go for stevia. Green and herb teas, non-starchy vegetables, green apples and berries, cage-free eggs. Now, if you're serious about detoxing, you might want to miss out the eggs, but and also the chicken and the turkey and the grass-fed beef. But this is not a serious detoxist plan. This is why it includes a small amount of protein from these meats. But avoids white potatoes. Turn to sweet potatoes, yams, turnips, legumes, avocado, olive oil, grapeseed oil, coconut oil. Me personally, I cook with a lot of almond oil and also coconut oil these days. I don't use olive oil a lot. And then you want to be missing out, essentially, dairy, gluten, soy. They're the biggies. Obviously, all the other ones, peripheral ones, which obviously are not that good for you, are artificial sweeteners like aspartame, coffee, bad news, alcohol, really bad news. And it also says eliminate all fruit except limes, lemons, green apples and berries. So I have an issue with this because I actually like bananas. I think they're fantastic and they give you energy, but apparently they're not the right kind of fruit that we need to be eating. So that is one that I'm not really keen on missing out, but there you go. The white potatoes, corn these days are all grown with GMO. They're all genetically modified crops, as is the wheat, which is why gluten these days is so bad for us. And also you get lots of grains within gluten-free products, which are not necessarily good for us either. So, be careful when you're buying gluten-free food off the shelf if it's processed, because for me, processed means, on the whole, rubbish, because it might not have any gluten in it, but it might have a whole load of other rubbish in it. So I would, just resort to making your own food from basic ingredients. It's really simple. It's also quite cheap. So this explains to you here. And so decide what you want, believe you can have it, and believe you deserve it, and believe it's possible for you. To be honest, that is the key thing, is taking a step back, waking up and saying to yourself, what am I doing? Why am I eating all this absolute sheer rubbish? Why am I paying good money to eat this horrendous processed beef burger in a processed white cob? Ugh. Just ask yourself, why are you doing it to yourself? So, if you're a consultant, you need to be speaking to your potential clients, showing to them the prospect video that I spoke about, and then the other little ditty as well. You can show them these testimonials. There's absolutely no problem with that. But the page that you want to be adding them to is this one, the 3rd of January page, which I'll show you the top of it so that we all get used to it. There, that one. And that will obviously change because there'll be a new group page called the 16th of January, and that will be in a few days' time. So this group's now up and running. So if you've got new customers, you've got 7 days, 10 days to get them with an ASVP ordered up and delivered. So I can't think of anything else more that I need to tell you about. I hope that's been useful. So good luck, and look forward to seeing you all in 30 days. Bye.